So yeah, so last couple of days I've been interviewing with some companies, and I've been very busy preparing for my interviews. Most of them are technical interviews, so I did some HackerRank, Codebytes challenges, as well as some projects they gave me. So the um, the core challenge range from backend highly algorithmic problems to front end like CS heavy and HTML heavy challenges. So I did some of them really well, and some of them didn't. So I'm waiting for their replies. Yeah, so just now I interviewed with Google, and yeah, it went pretty well. I don't know. I was told to um, get back then, like they will get back to me with an update by the end of next week. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything I've been doing last week. Yeah. And so today I'm going to solve this dynamic array, and yeah, let's start this challenge. I want to have this up here. I love the dark thing because this. Oh, by the way, the weather is getting really hot in New York City, so it has been like doubling every day. Like the temperature has been doubling every day. And the day before yesterday, I was wearing jacket in my home with heaters on. But right now, I had to turn off my heater as well as only t-shirt, wearing only t-shirt. But still, it's kind of hard to breathe, is it? So okay, I which language do I use? Maybe Java, Python, or let's stick with JavaScript because I love JavaScript more. Okay. Okay. So create a 2-dimensional array. It's really hot in here. I drank almost half of the orange juice. Okay, let's start reading the problem. Okay, create a two-dimensional array R with n empty arrays. All arrays are zero indexed. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it is, but let's see. Let's print the let's console log the queries. Console.log the queries, and let's see what it brings. Studying. So I have two-dimensional array. Okay, so I have a two-dimensional. The query is two-dimensional array. So start input. This is the two-dimensional array. Expected output. Okay, so and yeah, I want to see what the n is. Is it just a number? I want to see. It is a number. So y is n2. Okay. two types of queries. Okay, so create a two-dimensional array R with n empty arrays. So okay, two empty arrays. Where is two empty arrays? So this has to do more with Java than the JavaScript, because in JavaScript every array is a dynamic array, I think, and yeah. Okay, so create an integer. Create an integer last answer and initialize it to 0. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let last answer equals let last answer equal answer equals 0. Oh, actually it already has been declared up here, so I don't have to worry about it. And create and last index. Okay, there are two types of queries. Okay, first one is 1 plus 1 into y. Okay, find the list within array at index indx equals x. What is this thing? Last answer remaining of n. Append the y to the array of index. Okay, so where do we have the x? Query xy. Okay, x query xy, x into y or xy, 1xy, right? Okay, 1xy. So we don't know what actually is the x. Okay, so let's read the problem. Find the list within array index x. I don't know what this sign is for. Last answer divide n, append the y to the array index. Okay, and 2xy. Find the list within array at index x plus y, and find the value of y. Size of array index blah 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 blah. Size is number of elements. Okay, assign the value to last answer. Print new value of last answer on a new line. Bitwise XOR. Okay, so it is XOR, which corresponding to this operator in most language. Where okay, I don't know. Is modular operator, but I don't know.
At the North Face, we believe athlete insights propel our products forward.
Okay, so function complete the dynamic array function below. Dynamic has the following parameters and to initialize through AR string. So let's say symbol and input. 2 is the end, so 5 is the, and 2 is the number of empty elements, and 5 is the length of the array, and so the sample output will be 7 and 3. So let's see. Okay, last answer equals 0. Array of 0 equals what? Okay, so we have to okay, let's R of 0 equals an empty array, and R of 1 equals an empty array too. I don't know how. Query, okay, 0, append 5 to R. What is this X? The last answer is 0. Query, okay, that's kinda, I don't know. ARR of, okay, last answer, okay, no, last answer, wait. How many queries? Initial value, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. Why it is 4? 5. Okay. So, okay, so let's remove this. We need to run a loop. I like to have everything indented correctly. I love to have everything indented correctly. So for I equals 0, I is less than queries dot length I plus plus, and boom. So what we need to do was we need to get what is the last answer? Okay, so I'm gonna console log something 1 and this operator 0. So let's see what it returns. It is a conditional 1 1 0. Okay, if 0 and 1 1, still 1. Okay, so I need to find I need to understand how XOR works. Okay, so let's see how OR operator works. So we have, okay, X and Y and output. So if X is 0 and Y is 0, so our operator will put 0, and okay, okay, 1 or 0, it will be 1, and 0 or 1, 0 or 1, it also will be 1, and 1 or, oh shoot, 1 or 1 is also will be 1. So this is how OR works. So let's see how XOR works. So XOR, so if it's this 0 and 0, it should be 1, right? If it is 1, it should be 0, right? Yeah. So let's see, 0 and 0, 0 and 0, is it 1? Oh, 0 and 0, it is 0. Okay, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, is it 1 or 0? 1 and 1 XOR 1, it is 0. Or 1, 1 or 1 is 1. 1 XOR 1 XOR 1 equals what? 1, 0? Okay, 0. So only difference is this. So 0, 0 XOR 0, zero, and 1 or okay, so this should be, for now let's leave this as it is, and so we will try to reverse engineer reverse engineering with this symbol question and symbol output and the explanation. So I know the n is equals 2 because they have two empty arrays, and they have two empty arrays. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to start another for loop for let I equals 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus. So what we need to do is r of I equals equals to, okay, equals an empty string. Okay, so that will deal with the n. So last answer, it initially was, we have to initialize it with this thing. Okay, so this is the last answer, and the query. So when query is 0, okay, so let's see if query at 0, so we have query at 0, our I of this thing is I still didn't get this part quite yet. Okay, so query x. Y x and y. So what is x? Is it x and y? And y? I still didn't get that. Okay, so when answer is 0, okay, so initial value answer is 0, this array is empty, everything is empty, so query 0, which is 10105, 105, so append 5, 105. Okay, so oh yeah, now I understand. Now I understand. Did you get it? Oh, it took me so long to understand the problem. So the it is actually poorly written explanation, problem explanation. So the problem, what is it says is, so we have a query, This is the number of empty arrays, and this is the number of length of this query. And the second, these are the elements of the queries. So this is 1x, this is something, it shouldn't say 1, I don't know. Okay, so it is 1 and xy, and 1xy, 1xy, and 2xy. So depending on the this thing, so depending on the queries, we have to put this in something. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so let's say if, so we need to check the query is 1 or 0. Okay, but I don't know, I still don't know how the last answer works. Last answer always, is last answer always 0, or okay, so is last answer, okay, so xy, so we have to append the y to the array of 2, because this is the y. Now we have to append 3 to the array of 0, so it becomes something like this. Array of 0 equals array of 5 and 3, and now we have to come here, and since it is 2, so we have to do this, right, this thing. Last answer is still 0, x or last answer, x XOR last answer divided by the modulus n, and find the value of y psi. Look at how poorly written this is. There's no space at all. I don't know what this $sign is. Print the new value of last answer on a new line. Okay, so okay, this time y last answer is 0. Okay, so query 7, how last answer, what is the last answer? Last answer, okay, so last answer, create an integer last answer and initialize it to 0. Okay, then we need to do these two queries, and the last answer will go here and then do something, and assign the value to last answer. Okay, so we have to assign the value to the last answer if it is query number 2, right? If it is query number 1, we don't have to touch the last answer, but if it is query number 2, we have to append the last number to, yeah, so assign the value to last number. Look up. Okay. Okay, so we are pretty much it. So let's go with queries. Queries, oh no, not here, down here. Queries of I, so we have to check 0, right? If query of I equals 1, we have to do something, we have to assign the, okay, so we have to, if it is query type 1, array y to the, so we have to let index, okay, index equals, let index equals, so we have to do this operation. So what is x? X is the queries of second thing, queries of queries of I of second thing, and or what is the last answer? Last answer, that one was 0. Last answer, and we have to have this modulus by n, where n, okay, so n is 2, right? So that will be the index. So, and then let's look at here. Okay, so that means r of index dot push, we have to push the y, so that is queries of I of 2, right? That is the y. And now we have else if, okay, else if queries of I of 0 equals 2, we have to let index equals, now we have to operate, what is the index? Index equals same thing as before. Let index equals same thing as before. Is it same thing as before? Yes, it is. So let index equals this thing, but we have to append y to the, okay, append y to the index, array of index. Okay, so that means we have to arr of index y, yeah, index y, index y, right, index of I dot push, index of y dot push, find value of y, okay, we don't have to push anything, right? Do we? We don't have to append anything. Okay, so I'll do what it says to do. Okay, so last answer equals, what is the last answer equals y is query of I of 2 into, and size of index, so arr of index dot length, okay, print. Okay. Print, no, console. Console.log. Last answer. Okay. So let's give it. So what happens when is 0 is, so we have 2 answer. Okay. Array of ARR of I equals 0, right? And yeah, so we'll take add this at index equals at index of at query 0. What will happen? What will happen is index query 0. Index will be queries of I1, that is 0, XOR last answer, so that will be 0, and 0 divides 2 will be 0, and there's no reminders, so there's no reminder, so it will be 0. So array of index 0 will hold 5. So next thing we come here and we say 1 or the 0. Okay, so 1, this is the 1, XOR 0. 1 XOR 0 is 1. So 1 divides n is 1 divides n is 1 remainder of 2 is 1, because remainder of 2 is 1. So array of 1 will be the 7. Okay, 7. Okay, so next thing we have 103. So 103, we will go to this again, this in here, and 1 we will go here, and if it is 1, so we will go in here. So 0, or last answer was 0, so it will have the 0, it will push the 3 to 5, 3 with 5, so it will be 5 in 3, right? And then number 3, query number 3, index at 3, we will get here. So if it is 2, then we will get the index will be the 2, 1, or the last answer, so it will be 1. Last answer will be the query of last one, that is 0, into length of the index, which is 1, so it will be 0, right? Last answer still will be 0. 2, what last number is? Okay, how okay, let's see again. 210. Okay, it is 210. I'm sorry, 210. So 1 and 1 XOR last answer, which was 0, so it will be 1. So 1 and 1, it will be 1. So 1 we have 2. At 1 we have 2, 1, right? At 1 we have 1, and 0 into, okay, so we have to look at this. Y divides. Okay, Y modulus. y modulo size of the array. So we have y, x, y is 0. Y modulus y is 0, x, y is 0. So y modulus size of array index, which is x is 1. So x 1 or last answer, so 1 divided by n to 1. So index 1 has 1. So 1 modulus 0 modulus 1 is 0 modulus 1 is 0. So y is 7. Still didn't get that. Oh. Last answer. Okay, so query assign the index 0 of R. That's what happened, brother. Zero and 1. And return well equals entry array. Instead of this, I'm gonna say return well dot push last answer, and that will give me some. And yeah, so I'm gonna return the return well. Okay, so we are getting there. But we are find the list within the index array of index. That will be the 7. Okay, we found the index, and we will say let list equals AR of what? AR of index find the within the AR at index. That is same as the above one, so we got that. And then find the value of y. Okay, so what we need to do is find the value of y assign the value to last answer. Which value? Okay, let's check this thing. They have some errors in here, and append 7 to 1 and 3. We have append 3 to 3. Assign the value at index 0. Was it index 0? No. Say 3 0 1. The explanation is really poorly written and it is not helping at all. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reverse engineer the problem description. This is I don't know. They wrote in a hurry, or like it is intended for a very specific programming language. It is for Java and C++, where they have the dynamic array and where they have dynamic array and fixed size arrays. So in JavaScript, everything is dynamic. So if we want to have fixed size arrays, we can use some custom code to create that. But in general, every array in JavaScript is dynamic, so it is not for the JavaScript. But since I already have some code written in JavaScript, so I will try to finish this in JavaScript, but the problem description is really poorly written. I can't even understand it. Okay, so what they have done at Q, assigned value at index 0, y at index 0, y at index 0. Okay, index 0 of okay, so assign the last answer zero of okay, so what they have saying up here is just misleading, really misleading. So what we need to do is array of index of 0, why it is 0. Okay, so let's go and print the last answer 0, print last answer 7, and assign the okay. So second thing what we have is 2 1 1 2 1 1, which is 2 and 1 is 1. Okay, so 1 this is 1 or the last answer was, what was the last answer? Last answer was, what was the last answer? Last answer was 7. So 1 versus 7. Oh, so 1. Okay. 1 versus 7. Okay, 1. 1 versus 7, 1. Or 7, 1. Okay, 1 versus 7, 1. So index of 1. Index of 1. Index of 1 is. Index of 1 at query number 4. Okay, so it is not. Okay, so I kind of get it. It is instead of this, what it was is index of. It should go this here. Y. What is Y? Queries of. Queries of I x1 xy, so it is 2, and then modulus, and then modulus of array of index, AR of index AR of index dot length. Okay, dot length. Okay, so if they have at here, this will be more descriptive. So we need to find elements, a value of element y at blah blah blah. From where? Okay, it only says value of element this. It didn't say where. If they have like, if you find the value of element at this in ARR at index where the size is the number of element in the error. So if they have written something like this, it will be very helpful, right? So we kind of get it. So I think we are done. Yeah, so we're done. Let's check this. Oh, we're taking too long. Yeah, so congratulations. You should have the. Okay, so everything is a success. As a success history. Okay, so thank you so much for sticking around. Yeah, so my computer is heating up. So yeah. See you in next stream.